Hello Libra, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new. It's just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. For those of you who are already subscribed, all my viewers, subscribed or not, thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, you cannot have a channel without viewers. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames called Perception, the Two Yet One, book one here, which I've read aloud on Facebook and uploaded all of those videos here for you to enjoy for free, to give it a shot, see if you like the story. Just know that book two is published and available. All the links that you need for my books are in the description box below, whether it's to purchase or to watch me or listen to me read book one aloud. Okay, also I do readings. If you would like one of those, the information to contact me to schedule one is also down in that description box. Okay, so welcome and welcome back everybody. This week we are in the midst of the Lionsgate energy. The Lionsgate is August 8th, which is on Sunday. What we're doing is, it is a portal. It's a very strong energy. I was watching an astrologer video about that here on YouTube. I didn't get to finish it before I had to do my readings today, but this is a very strong energy of like emerging, newly emerging energies, and the whole of humanity is really going through this energy of change. So what we're going to be using today is the Lightseer's Tarot by Chris Ann. This is a deck I bought specifically for summertime because, you know, it's light. There's a lot more light during the summer. Also because of their sun card right there. That is how I've always felt during the summertime. I just love summertime. It's so pretty. And as you may have guessed, at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull at least one card from the White Light Oracle by ALANA Fairchild, and the artwork by A. Andrew Gonzalez. This is such a beautiful, beautiful deck. I bought these to go together. They're both light, white light, sunshine, and they're also really modern ways of looking at spirituality. Why does that do that? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to pull one of those from the White Light Oracle at the end of the reading, and then I'm going to read from the book. If I need to clarify anything, I will use the Tarot of the Cloisters by Michelle Leavitt. As a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you wrote for your own life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. Because of our free will, it is possible to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if we can manage to continue to rise in lifetime after lifetime, eventually during a lifetime we may become what is called enlightened, like Buddha and Jesus, Isis, Thoth, and many others. We know that these people can affect a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at fate, but it isn't because of the free will. Now, there are times that things happen without our control. There's absolutely no way we could have affected it. We do write those into our divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you don't have. Okay? So let's get started here. I just want to go ahead and read you. Just look at this card. Number 44, ISHTAR'S Lion's Gate. Look at that beautiful energy, and it just looks so good in this thing that I got to hold the cards up. I just love this so much. What's on here? Piece of fluff. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and read to you this italicized part here for the Lionsgate card. Your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realms of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omen shall enter your world. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are headed your way. Take care of your heart. Ask for spiritual assistance, and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. Yay! Okay, so that sounds great. All right, so let's get started here. Right here at the heart of everything. This is the heart of everything. You've been a bit worried, it looks like. You may have been having nightmares. You may have been overthinking. Okay. You may be worrying quite a bit here. Okay. Now, I'm a Libra, and I haven't been having any nightmares, but I usually overthink. However, I haven't been feeling quite as sad, so maybe you're just overthinking, and you're not exactly sad, because this is the energy that crosses what's at the heart of everything. And what we have here is the King of Swords, and so that's air energy. This could definitely be you. Of course, this could be another air sign, but I think this is you, because of, as like I said, I'm a Libra, and not only am I a Libra, I have Libra in like 5 other planets in my chart. I am so Libra. So since I know that I haven't been I haven't been suffering, but I've probably been doing a lot of overthinking. But I've been in kind of like a boss type energy recently. That's what this king is. Kings are mature energy. They're boss energy. Of course, it is masculine energy. I have been feeling rather strong. So, this person, if this is a different person though, this could be, like I said, a mature masculine. It could be another air sign, but it doesn't have to be. This person is just very intellectual. They do a lot of thinking. Their mind is very sharp. Even sometimes a genius. Look at this owl is right here. They're showing me he's very wise. And the crow and the bat. I can't remember what the bat is about, but I get the bat a lot. And I've been seeing crows like all over the place. These guys are bringing me messages all over. Oh yeah, well, they're all in this suit, actually, these crows. Now, when you look at these crows, you see that there's all these things that she's thinking about, and one of them looks like it's kind of the spiritual realm, and that's the one that I'm being drawn to. So I feel like you're really just thinking a lot about something, which is probably your happiness. This is what's at the root of everything, okay? You want to be happy. And I bought this deck because of this sun card. Look at that. Oh, okay, so now I know why I was talking about this. You see how there's spirit seems to be giving this gold light with this spirit bird here. And then what we have is this gold sun with this white light. It's almost like this spirit bird is downloading a light code into you. Wow. Okay, so out of all your thoughts, there's one that may clarify things for you, because the sun is also a card of clarification, of victory. Okay, this is all the things that make us feel this good or bring us joy, that, you know what I mean? And I just feel like it's spirit. You want clear messages from spirit. And, and then you've got all these other thoughts and messages sort of getting in the way. And so no wonder she's looking like that. Yeah, you're deep in thought. You want to be happy, and your spirit path is very much on your mind. Now, this is your recent past that's moving out of your life at this time. So, well, I'll just keep going. This is, the Five of Cups. This is the crying over spilled milk card. This is when you're upset about past events and you can't seem to let it go. It makes you sad, and then you have a hard time focusing on the blessings that you still have. Okay, but this is the past, and this is moving out of your life. You're done crying. Now you're just, because that's why I'm saying that you're probably, I'm not crying right now. I'm done. This is moving out of our lives. It's just that there's some clarity about our happiness that we're looking for. Okay, and also just know that this card, the Sun, has this magic ability that whenever it is in a reading, at least in my readings anyway, whenever it's in a reading, it makes any negative energy not as bad. Okay, and so even more than ever, I think that you're not really crying like this. You're just really deep in thought. I mean, look at him. And this is boss energy. You're probably just really trying to figure something out. But maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe you're supposed to just allow things to play out. Let's just see what's up here. Oh, wow. All right. So these two cards for me as a reader are future cards. Just grab this one right here. This is the Three of Pentacles, Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy, and this is what it looks like right side up. Okay. However, it's in reverse for you. So this is when you need a change. You may be bored with what you do for a living. You may be bored with what you do during the day. Now, when this is like this is a collaboration where everybody works together and makes something really beautiful. To me, this looks like, if this was up here and this was right here, this would be a stoplight. It looks like a stoplight. And that feels like stop for some reason. Okay. You're just feeling a little worn down with what you're doing during your day, okay? Now here's the next card here. We've got another 3, and the 3 of Cups is really good. It's all kinds of stuff. You may be going on a celebration somewhere. What it is it's an emotional manifestation that brings celebration of some kind. You might be going to a wedding soon, or a baby shower, or an engagement party. You might be hanging out with friends. This is even a card of reconciliation. This can also mean that something has concluded, because, that's something has happened. Okay, like if you retire, that's a celebration. Something's concluded. Okay, or a reconciliation. It could be that maybe you were like this. Like I said, this is a collaboration that may have stopped, and maybe you're going to reconcile and work with these people again. There's a lot of things that the 3 of Cups could be. But this is about happiness. It's about, sometimes it's when there's a resolution to a problem. This is a really good energy. It could be other things, but it's just feeling really good because of this joy that's going on here. Okay. This is what you want to feel during the day. This is what you've been feeling. You know, maybe you're not doing as good a job as you used to, or you're not growing anymore. But there's a really awesome celebration coming, and I think that you're really going to enjoy it. Now, here is your hope card, and this is your third 3. That's why I didn't tell you to go ahead and look up angel number 33, because I'm telling you to look up angel number 333. Because holy cow, that is a very powerful number. Okay? Go ahead and look it up. Whichever one that you were attracted to is the meaning that is right for you at this time. Okay? That's why I don't just kind of rattle off, unless I know beyond a doubt that what I have to say about it is, is true. Finish your sentence, Allison. Okay, I totally will. So this is your hope. You're hoping for your ships to come in. You've been manifesting your happiness. This is about your happiness, okay? You want to be happy. You want to be free. Look at how free she looks. You know, this looks like this could be the same girl after she's done surfing, right? This is a sun worshiper, somebody who loves to be outside in nature, somebody who loves the ocean, somebody who loves to be alive, okay? So you've been manifesting something that inspires you. That's something you're trying to bring in, something that brings you joy, that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning and get to work on. Especially because right here you've been a little bit bored. You want something new to come in and light your fire. You want something, and because how do you think she's going to feel when she's riding that wave? She's going to feel like that. When she finds that perfect wave and she goes out there and she's riding that wave, that's the joy of life. That's being in the moment and enjoying yourself, celebrating the fact that you are alive, maybe reconciling with yourself, enjoying your own company maybe. Because there's only one person in this number 3. But I do feel like you're going to be hanging out with some friends, and it might be these people. This could be, you could be, you may not have been collaborating with anybody, and maybe you're going to go back to an old job. Maybe you've been doing something that is just, maybe you haven't been working at all. With this COVID, you may be really bored. And now it's time to get out and go have some fun. But you're definitely waiting for the thing that inspires you, that brings you all this joy. You're waiting for that to come on in. And this is what you're hoping for. That's your hope card. Okay? So here we've got the next card is the King of Cups, yet he's in the reverse. So this could be a Pisces or another water sign, which is Scorpio or Cancer. I'll just show him to you in the upright. Now the King of Cups is, all kings are mature. So this is someone that you can trust. Kings or father figures, or parental units. This is somebody you can confide in, somebody who's very fair. Okay. Now, this can even be, like a scientist, somebody who's very intelligent. Okay, he is Cups, so he's like all emotion and everything. He's got control of his emotions. But he's also really intelligent, like Swords, okay? He's not just all emotion. This is an emotional person, someone who understands emotion. But right now, this king is in his reversed energies, which aren't so good. This is where he's possessive and jealous. He's insecure, and he is negative. You know, this is somebody who can be dishonest or double dealing, somebody who can cause scandal and injustice, a person who causes really bad things. Okay, so this doesn't have to be a water sign, just a mature masculine energy in your life. This is obviously not a good energy to be dealing with. So say this was your boss, okay? Maybe this is your old boss. Maybe this is your old partner. Okay, but it's somebody who's equal to you in maturity, whether in physical or emotional, in a not an emotional sense. Actually, right, this way upside down, he is not emotionally mature at all. So if this person is part of this issue, I totally understand why you didn't, if you were collaborating with somebody, if you were working for this person, I could understand where you're just like, whoop, forget that. But now you're bored. Now you need some change. What are you going to do? You're like, what? Doesn't mean that you have to go back to your old job. Maybe what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and find some new co-workers or a new job, right? But it looks like this is kind of what you're afraid of. This is your fear card, and this is the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is justice. There's a certain amount of clarity here. Oh, look at the Lemniscate here. There's the connection to the Lion's Gate, as well as the sun is also the ruler of Leo. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so this is, you're afraid of a certain amount of clarity. I think what you're afraid of is some truth that you don't want to hear, that you may suspect might be out there, but you don't want to hear it. You're afraid of it. I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's go ahead and clarify that with the Tarot of the Cloisters. Because personally, I would rather get some truth than be afraid of hearing it, especially if things are getting kind of stagnant up here. Whoop. These are not easy to... they're really slippery too. Come on, guys. Okay, that's as much as I'm going to do for that. All right, hey, so... Wow, these cards never give me a moment to even spit out my question. What is this? The Empress! Oh my God, you guys, another 3! I was going to tell you. You got 3, 3, and 3. I'm like, wow, all you need is like the Empress and the other 3, which would have been the 3 of Swords, which you don't need. You do not need that. But another 3, and it's you. You and Taurus. Maybe there's some sort of truth about yourself that you were afraid of. She's very powerful. She is abundant. She is love, beauty, everything that Libra's ruler, Venus, is. She is the sacred feminine. You know, right now the feminine, dark moon Lilith is a big part of what's going on right now with this Lion's Gate. And from what I could tell from what I was listening to from the astrologer I was watching, was it's this feminine energy is of this Lilith, the first woman who refused to do what Adam said. She was independent. She said no. She left. So that's very much what the Empress energy is. She is a strong-minded, strong-willed, feminine energy. She is all the queens. She has mastered her mind. She's mastered her emotions. She's mastered her passion and her spiritual path. And she's mastered her intellect and her money. She's all the queens combined. She's not the empress because she's married to the emperor. She made her own empire. She took over her own kingdoms and queendoms and made her own empire and then married the emperor. So embodying this energy can be pretty tough for some people. And people like us Libras, that because of Venus, we love love. We love beauty. And love is a huge part of our lives. But when it comes to being strong and standing alone and independent, that can be very scary for Libras, because we're very much used to being with partners because of our scales. But you can still weigh things with one scale. All right, so I get that. So I think the clarity you're afraid of is how powerful you are and who you really are and what it means to be you. Okay? Now, this is your outcome. Potential outcome, and I say potential because of our free will. And here is yet another king. So there is 3 again. 3 kings. Whoa, is like Jesus going to step out or something? Because 3 kings? Oh, I love this king. He's got the wolf. You know, I put my white spirit wolf out on the table because of the fact that she is basically on the back of these cards. And so I really like seeing the wolf next to this guy. So this is the King of Pentacles. Okay, now look at him. Look at how relaxed he is. He is kind. He is generous. He is, you know, he's loving. He's, you know, he's got all his pentacles in order. You know, he knows how to handle his money. He's very wise. Look at, he's surrounded by the library. So he knows a lot of stuff. He's protected. This is Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. So Taurus, like I said, is also Empress energy. So wow, so this could be a new boss. This could be a new partner. This could be maybe a new, sure, it could be love. You know, I don't have a whole lot in this reading that's about love. We've got cups here, friendship. This can be reconciliation, but you know, we got this King of Cups over here. He's also about love, and I would normally say that this person is maybe the king or queen of your heart, but this King of Cups is representing emotional immaturity and stuff. And when we look at these 2 cards, these 2 kings right here are right side up. These are emotional maturity. These are physical maturity. These are both very smart kings. I think that this is a much better match for you. This very grounded king here. Okay, this is, he's very successful. He's, you know, like I said, he could be a scientist too, or a mathematician, somebody who can sometimes be a little too serious, but he doesn't look like that. And there's magic coming off of his pentacle. It looks like he's just sitting there waiting, just watching and enjoying and sitting there waiting for something, probably for you to come into their lives. Now, so that's awesome. Some sort of celebration, you know, like new business partner, new boss, maybe new love partner. That sounds beautiful. Okay, so this is the underlying energy here, okay? And this is the Seven of Swords, and I'll just show it to you upright. When you see the Seven of Swords this way, this can be somebody trying to get away with something. Look, this is sneaky, this is deception, you know. It looks exactly like, look, this person is trying to get away with something, but the crow is telling on them, saying, hey, something wrong is wrong here. Now, this can be, you know, somebody trying to steal something. This can be like, you know, trying to steal your intellectual property too, because the swords is all about intellect, right? And if they were going to be stealing something, if they're stealing swords, it could be your intellectual property, your ideas. However, this is in the reverse. So this is something, this is the return of what was lost or stolen from you. This is a resolution to the conflicts, the Five of Swords that's inside the Seven of Swords. You know what I mean? This is good advice, good counsel. So you may, maybe this person will give you some good advice. All right, so that looks pretty good. This is a pretty good reading here, Libra. Now I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the White Light Oracle cards here. Please don't forget to like, especially if this is resonating with you. Okie dokie. Let's see what we've got here. What do Libras need to know? Thank you. Do the Libras need to know? Yeah, when they come out in a pile, I take the one that's on the top. She just took my breath away. I have never even seen this card. She has never come out. Sovereign Queen Maeve, number 40. She's so beautiful. You're very powerful, Libra. Wow. Okay. Number 40. What is up with Sovereign Queen Maeve? There she is. Okay. Let's get this going. Value is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. That's exactly what the Seven of Swords in reverse just said. Value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. Okay, so it will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. Wow. At the portal between everyday reality and the rapture of unchecked aliveness stands Sovereign Queen Maeve. She is an initiatrix, taking us beyond the constraints of polite moralism and into the bliss, sacred passion, grit, and astuteness needed to cultivate and protect the light. Wow. She is taking us beyond these constraints. We've got this here, we've got this here, we've got the overthinking, and she's taking us into bliss. Wow. Goddess, warrior, queen of the Fae. She's the queen of the fairies, the queen of the Fae people. And fearless guardian and protector of territory, Maeve is wild and determined. She stimulates confidence, encouraging one not to shy away, but rather to assertively engage with life and claim your true path in the world. She encourages us to refuse to allow our sacred territory to be intruded upon by unworthy rulers, whether they be critical voices in our own mind or ego-driven interlopers. So when I read that one part about our sacred territory intruded upon by unworthy rulers, I remember just how many kings are here. We've got 3 kings. That's a lot of authority, and that's a lot of rulers. And on top of that, we have the Empress. Not that she's an unworthy ruler at all, but I just had to, I just remembered that. So this is a lot of authority here, guys. And again here with Queen Maeve. You're coming into your authority, I heard. Authority over your own energy, your own life, over your own magic. Whoa. Maeve is the instinct to engage when challenged, to call on recruits and use all the inner wisdom and talent at your disposal so you can assert the light and refuse to be put down or denied your rightful place. Holy moly, that sounds like the King of Swords. Yep. Protecting territory from a spiritual perspective is unlike the grasping and self-serving of the ego that wishes to obtain whatever it can for its own benefit. This world needs souls who are willing to and able to hold sacred space and refuse to allow it to become contaminated by greed, jealousy, hate, or confusion. And that's what's right here, this King here of Cups. So you know what, folks? These kings could be aspects of you. Okay? And what we're doing is we're addressing sovereignty in our own lives, happiness, taking control of our own happiness, of our own passions, waiting for the right moment, yes, but also manifesting it with our own magic. Okay, I just got to keep reading here. This is an act of courage. Okay, so not allowing it to become contaminated. This is an act of courage and selflessness. Such an act of courage serves all beings. To be a son or daughter of Maeve requires some spiritual chops. It takes feisty refusal to be dominated or controlled. Oh, wow. It also takes the wisdom to recognize that one can lovingly accept all that is without judgment, whilst discerning when and how to set a firm boundary, lest sacred space be trampled upon and defiled by ignorance. Wow, this is so much about being the king or queen or empress, basically, of your own life here, being in charge. Rapture is a pathway out of control and into the sacred and consciously chosen abandonment into something greater than self. What? Rapture is a pathway out of control and into the sacred and consciously chosen abandonment into something greater than self. So, okay, so that means surrendering to spirit. Because at first I was just like, what are all these fancy words put together? What is she trying to say here? Okay, so when the ocean into which we plunge ourselves is that of the spirit, when our ecstasy becomes a revitalizing, frequency raising, gotta turn the page here, guys, frequency raising, for crying out loud. All right, here we are. Frequency raising, soul empowering experience, which manifests pathways to victory, where, in a lower state of awareness, there appeared to be no hope. Wow, that's what was going on for y'all last week. You were into a state of no hope. If we honor our need for communion with the sacred realms, we will give ourselves the time and space we need to integrate relevant practices into our lives. Wow. Committing to spiritual practice requires the self-possession to know what matters to you, irrespective of whether another, or society in general, can recognize the wisdom in your values. Sovereignty is self-possession. Wow, and we're talking about being possessiveness. Maybe you've been a little possessive of others, but you have to possess yourself. Self-possessiveness. Sovereignty is self-possession. This is all about your sovereignty. It is the belonging to oneself that happens internally as we claim our being and commit to our unique life journey. True spiritual sovereignty exists outside of social mores. It is not about becoming subversive or disrespectful to others, but rather about seeking out freedom of being. This leads to you naturally becoming an active presence which dismantles enslaving social mores and stimulates society to mature spiritually. This oracle asks you to come home to yourself again and again. Know you are strong enough to live your life and chart your course in communion with the sacred. Yeah, that's what I was seeing here with this, there's like, this is touching, this is like a download here from spirit. In Sanskrit, Swaraj is self-rule. Svaraj. Svaraj is self-rule. And as the meaning of Raj is also radiance, it can also mean self-luminous. Wow. Do not allow your destiny to rest in the hands of others. Recognize that the light within is your true ruler. You have the power to light yourself up with spirit. Commit to what you can do and believe the realms of the divine are working with you. Do not be dissuaded. You shall be victorious. I would just like to point out that your fear card here, the Ace of Swords, is also a card of victory. A part of you is afraid to be your sovereign self, which is the victory. This is telling you, Libra, we know you like partnering. We know. We know that you feel a little off kilter when you only have one scale, or you feel like you only have one scale. But what you should realize is that you actually are a set of scales. You are Libra, because the other person in your life may or may not be a Libra. But even if they were a Libra, they would have their own two scales. What you really are, Libra, is the centerpiece where the scales hang from and weigh. So you are complete on your own. All right. Well, that was actually very clear. You are going to shine. You are learning your sovereignty, learning to be good by yourself, that you are excellent on your own, and that what you like and what you don't like is fine, and you have every right to live this way is what brings joy. This brings freedom. It brings celebration. It brings passion. And it manifests things that you're passionate about. And it may just manifest you a whole lot of money, or a brand new friend. And like I said though, these kings could all be aspects of you that you're learning to handle. This collaboration I'm getting could be these three kings that are different parts of you that hasn't exactly been working, because this guy's upside down, because maybe you had been a little jealous or possessive, or you know, and this guy is a little too much in his head. Okay? So there's a balance here. And this guy, you know, can be a little bit too serious. Well, so can this guy. Whoops. So it's like your sovereignty doesn't mean being serious. It just means knowing who you are, loving who you are, accepting who you are, and being good all on your own. I'm very honored, Queen Maeve. Thank you. Thank you, ISHTAR'S Lion's Gate. Thank you, Libras, for being here with me. And I just got to say that the only major arcana card, which is, I can gauge the amount of control that you have in this situation by the number of major arcana, 2 minor, and you've only got the Sun. And like I said, this is your happiness, and this card makes everything that seems negative in this reading not even half as bad. You are on your way to your absolute joy through understanding who you really are, through your sovereignty. You are the Empress, Libra. You are very powerful with your kindness and your abundance and your gentle love, but strength enough to take care of things that you need to. You know what I mean? All right, that's your reading at this time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.